Okay, let's see if I actually... Let's see if I actually fix this. Okay. Here we go. Did I do it? I know my voice quality is going to be a lot better this time. I'm not so sure about the game though, so we will see. Oh god, hi. Okay, well, we'll just have to find out. Please don't fail me now. I'm gonna go ahead and screen share. Bonk. There you go. Hi. And... Hey, where'd it go? Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Oh. Boom. And on we go. Hi, Lilith. I really hope the game audio isn't jacked. We're about to find out. Because I fixed my voice, I don't think I fixed the game. Or the game was fine before, but in fixing the voice, I think I may have messed up the game. We'll see. What time is it? What time is it? 1:20. Really? Does anyone really truly know? No. Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? Just what I do, like a day job. Now the job is over. There's no information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. Neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. No! But I love you. Video games were meant to be played alone. No, please don't leave me. You like being alone, don't you? Please, no. That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. Oh no! I'm emotional already. The game hasn't even started. Bro! What the fuck? I hate this game. Okay, I really need to see if the game audio is working though. Hi, Mlerm. How's it going? Give me just a second. I'm gonna stall on the screen for a little bit until my stream catches up, because I need to make sure the game is audible. And you might hear a little bit of echo real quick. Yeah. Okay, sweet. It is working, at least as well as it can for now, and that is okay. I'll go ahead and start the game. Thank God, because I was having so much trouble last time. Like, sounded like I was recording with a microwave. So I brought out my actual recording mic. I have like a studio mic in front of me right now. It's a little overkill, but it works. We're about to go ham. I don't actually remember where I left off, so.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
I'll send you a picture. Hold on.
Buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on
It's
his
so
desk, telling
extra.
him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Wait,
though
hold
he
on.
had been made exactly for this job.
There you go.
And Stanley was happy.
There's your picture.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had
love the
arrived on the
balloons.
monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting.
Happy 12th
or
birthday,
even say
stepniece.
hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright. The frame rate is not great today, but that's fine. Okay, so what do we want to do this time to piss him off?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I
Stanley
love
decided
these
to go to the
balloons
meeting
so
room.
bad.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I want those real balloons in my house. Oh, I need to actually, real quick, just give me 1 millisecond. I gotta plug in my phone. Bonk. Okay. Phone is plugged in. I am ready to pick up the bucket. And, oh, I still need to find the last Stanley figurine, I think. Like, I'm missing one. And it's the last one. Meeting in the meeting room. Let's away, Bucket. I love you.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
So true. Oh, wait, what the? When did that get there? Hold on. That wasn't there before, and neither were these filing cabinets, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's queer. Whoa, where am I going? Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
It's the best game ever. I'm in love with it. Anyways, we're going this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Whee!
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
Perhaps.
How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Um,
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
where am I going? Do I want to go that way again? Do I want to go that way? I feel like I discovered everything there is to see this way, but I don't know. Like, I did the lift. I took the lift. I went into the no buckets room, and then he got mad at me. And I did the bucket thingy. Learn for context, this is the ultra deluxe version, and it is not the base game in that there is like extra content. And the bucket, I don't actually remember how I got the bucket. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't remember when the bucket came into play. But the bucket is very important. See, the bucket is really, really pivotal to to the story. So I think I'll here.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I will actually take this door real quick. Whoa! Did it always do that when I walked in here? I feel like that's new. Pop up. So I still need to find large room with lots of boxes, and I don't know what that means. Wait, maybe if I look at the pictures, there will be a hint. That says red room. I feel like I did the one that was in the red and blue room. I actually don't think I got the ending where Stanley goes back to the apartment in the original. What if I went back into the broom closet?
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
I want more
If
stickers.
I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But
Please.
Alas, no stickers.
Please. Please. I need more stickers. Just one? Just one more? Fine. If I go back downstairs, I know what's gonna happen.
Upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, I feel like I've actually seen every ending that's up here too, so I'm not quite sure. Hey, this wasn't locked before. What's going on? I used to be able to open this door. That's the door with the panda painting in it. Fine.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
over there.
life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Sheer luck, yeah.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending is my favourite. Oh wait, I think I know what I can do. Because I got the ending where I tried to turn off the mind control, and it wouldn't let me in the bucket leave because the facility wanted to keep the bucket for itself, and so it actually didn't let me escape with the bucket. I didn't try to turn the mind control thing back on though.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket, soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I think you really needed that. Hold on, let me take a sip. Let's go turn this bad boy on.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through
stop
the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I love how quickly a narrator just started personifying the bucket.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I got you, bucket. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Where's the... Oh, Jesus Christ. I lost the button.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Let me in. Let me in. Let me... Wait, hold on. It's not letting me on the lift. Hey, wait a second. Hey, let me in there. Hey, wait a sec. Wow, wait a minute. Let me in. Okay. Guess not. All good, Quinn. I can't get on the elevator, so that's that's fun. Help! Oh, I made it.
No! He screamed into the bucket.
No!
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I can't trust anyone except for the bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Yeah, breaking this...
He and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Shush.
Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way.
Can I speak?
The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Can I? Okay, what I was trying to say is breaking this game is my it's my favorite hobby. Also, breaking Fallout is another one. I think this one is second to Fallout though, because I just don't know what's going on with all the random like jiggy snakes.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
No!
To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Don't defame my bucket.
Betrayed him like this. Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away.
Absolutely not.
When suddenly, an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Wait! Hold on, what's going on? Those are silly birds. Ah, flamingos.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley
Thank you,
marveled
Bucket.
at the metal genius in his hand.
Thank you,
The
Bucket.
one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the Bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place,
Ow!
flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Oh my goodness, look at these silly
Of all
little
the
owls.
possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
This was the best path. Absolutely. I'm so glad I did that. Oh, wow, that's just where it ends. That's my favorite ending so far. Aside from maybe the skip button was really good. I really enjoyed the skip button, and it gave me nightmares. A little bit of existential dread in that one. Okay, now I genuinely don't know what I can do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna leave the bucket. I know, blasphemy. But I'm gonna leave it. And I'm gonna go...
When Stanley
This
came
way?
to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I think
Perhaps he wanted to
maybe...
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I think I might know
Wow.
where to find the last
Yes,
Stanley figurine.
This room. What a beautiful... But even back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ain't even listening.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Goodbye. Computer button. Yeah, skip ending was a little...
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay, so there's no figurine here. By the way, Mlurm, for context, I am looking for... Oh, I need to find a way to get back to the skip ending if I can, because I need to show you that. No, yeah, the whole whole ending was really good too. The mostly infinite hole.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Is so much
It's
new
clearly-
content
Oh dear, would you
in this
hold on?
version of the game. It is so good.
Now let's see. We went down right, left, down, left.
Yes, I
Right.
have.
Yep. Okay. Yes.
Oh, wait.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Lerm, I have to show you what happens if you jump off the platform with the bucket. It's really good.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
I'm not looking.
Just get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
I'm gonna grab the bucket. I'm going to... And I'm gonna jump off the platform with the bucket, because it's really good. I did it last night and had like a crisis.
Stanley decided
Wait.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait a sec. I just reset the game. Oh, I know why. Because it's, I'm playing the confusion ending now. I forgot about that. But he just took the bucket away from me, which I think is kind of mean. So I can't show you the bucket thing yet unless I somehow get the bucket back. And I don't know how to get the bucket back. I really hope I didn't just get rid of the bucket. I'm about to cry. I want the bucket back.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Ow. I get stuck. Oh, I hate the just ticking of the clock silently in the background. That's comforting. Oh, this sign.
I'll say it. This is
Oh, I hate that sign so much.
I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No! Adventure line! I don't know. I think between the adventure line and the bucket, I like the bucket more.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Ba-ba-da. Gimme. I want to see if the input computers ever show back up. I've seen them like a couple times.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Whee!
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I
Yay.
don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
Woohoo!
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office
Oh,
building.
the sign, it was like,
Is that correct?
everyone knows what you did. They're just not
Do you
saying
remember,
anything to
Stanley?
keep you from torturing
Well, you know
yourself.
what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work.
A brand
It
new
really paid off,
car.
so good job. Oh no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
I gotta tell you
Some
something
people win fair and square,
about
and this
that
was not one of those
depressing
situations.
ending. They did. They
I'm
did.
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
In fact, the ending in question would be the skip ending I was talking about. And I don't know genuinely how to get back to it, but it was so upsetting, it almost made me cry. Alright. Here we go. Line time.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
What if I don't follow the line, actually? Hold on. I want to see what happens. Beeps and boops and boopers. If I don't follow the line, is this room just going to be doorless? Yeah, okay. Never mind, I got no choice. If I can get to it in this stream, and you stick around long enough to get to it, I will show you the skip ending.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Let's go. God, it's so loud in my ears. Whee.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley,
Good fern.
This fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
For sure.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line,
No.
You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
This has got to be one of the longest endings. I'm kind of sad that I triggered it because I wanted to do other things,
you know
but...
What, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
What if I tried to trigger this achievement?
Wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I can't. He's like, mm-mm. Whee.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
It reminds me
Go
of...
wild. Use your imagination.
40
Whatever it
screenshots
might
of the
be,
fern
Stanley,
reminds me of
I'm ready for it.
me taking a bunch of screenshots in the zone that said no screenshots everywhere. I actually do have a screenshot of the no screenshots sign.
Oh, no, not you again.
The gym button.
I'd also like to veto
Jim.
the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Not acknowledging. Goodbye.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Whee.
Okay, so I know that each door
Jim.
has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying
Well,
to
technically, I think the
go,
longest
there must
ending
our
would be the
reverse
ending where you have
door
to play the
that
baby
leads
game for like 4 hours.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, taking the right
and in
door,
terms of new
lead us to where
content,
we're going.
I don't know if
And
they've
since
added
the
a longer
answer is
ender.
clearly yes,
Ender.
then by
I
all
cannot talk
accounts,
over this guy.
the
Hold
door
on.
on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our
Destiny
destiny
awaits, yeah.
awaits.
So in terms of longer ending in the new content, I haven't actually seen all the new content yet either. I'm experiencing most of it for the first time on stream, which is why I wanted to stream it. I'm going into the newer, because I know all the endings from the old game. I used to be really hyper fixated on it, but the new content I'm not as in the know about, so I went into it blind. And I'm glad I did, because, oh my god, some of the new stuff they added is chef's kiss.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Yup.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Oh, maybe.
Well,
maybe it is
you
an achievement.
consulted me. Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
I love the narrator so much.
Whatever it is that made this schedule, how would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. They're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh, Jesus! I forgot about that part. I forget that it makes a really loud sound at that specific part. I would like to point out that Eclipse has no idea what's going on. She's kind of just hanging in here with me. Oh! Hey, the balloons are back! Does that mean I get the bucket? Bucket, bucket, bucket. Hold on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Bucket.
decided to go to the meeting.
Bucket!
Perhaps
Hi.
he simply missed a memo. A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tight. This was not the way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Let's go.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nope.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Nope.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
But I didn't. I wonder what happens if you pick up the phone when you go up there with the bucket. I didn't try that last time, but maybe. Danger everywhere. So, keep in mind, there's a sign here that says no buckets past this point.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
This is my...
That would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
It's my favorite thing in the world.
True, well, my goodness. I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Self-delete? Ooh. I don't know if I've done that ending yet.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Uh-huh.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket.
I'm just gonna
not
say
an
everything's a
actual
bucket. Everything is a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Okay, I see what you mean. Oh yeah, I have done that one.
Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
I love that.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
I think I'm gonna answer no on this one.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket.
Exactly.
Which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think?
Yes.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
I think
What
if
is a
you
bucket?
jump
What
off
isn't
with
a
the
Mere
bucket,
moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
it's the same.
And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Wait, no.
Okay, here we go.
No. Wait.
What happened?
Oh yeah,
Is
everything's a
everything
bucket.
gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
I was right.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. It doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Perhaps the real friends were the buckets we made along the way. I'm loving the fact that Eclipse is just having like a crisis about this. She's losing it, guys. Oh no, Mlurm. I'm gonna be real straight with you. I don't even remember what Homestuck's concept of a bucket is, but I know it's not good. I do remember that much.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean?
Oh, what was I gonna
Stanley
do?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I like work. I just hate my boss. I don't remember how I got to the skip ending, and I think I have to like completely restart the game to be able to get to that point again. Oh, hey, check it out. Oh, it's empty. Here's what I'll do. Ooh, okay. I actually don't know where I want to go from here. What choices do I want to make here? I still need to find...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I still need to find the last Stanley. Figstanularine. I don't know where the last one is. Also, I regret going this way because I didn't want to go this way. How do I mess it up from here? I guess I could go back into the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't want to walk downstairs again because that ending is long and there's nothing to do once you go down there. I don't suppose there's anything to do in here. Oh, this was the red room, I think, in question, where it was like there was a figurine. I don't think this elevator has anything in it. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it. Let's see. How can I screw up the game from here?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. I don't want to do the alternate, like, narrator ending or whatever. I don't know what that ending is actually called, but it's the one where she sends you to the museum. I don't want to do that one, because that one's kind of long. I feel like my quickest route back to where I started would be to just go through the right door instead. And not mess around with the mind control or boss's office or whatever. I just want to find that last figurine, man.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep. I just need out of here. Oh wait, what if I just... I forget that I can just do this. I don't have to do that. I can just start over. I'm stupid. Forgot. There we go. Okay, so what if I did the achievement here?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
That's new.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
I never actually
Click
did
the
get
door
that
5
achievement.
times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No.
Shh.
The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the
I've
door.
seen all the bucket endings for the left, so I think what I'm gonna do.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No. Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I'm going to take this up to the telephone, and then I'm going to answer the phone.
The bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
The big room with
Stanley
boxes?
chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he
Wait, is it that room?
He did whatever the bucket asked.
Hold up.
In here,
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
This is a big room with boxes. Is there a Stanley figurine in here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the phone.
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Okay, I haven't seen what happens if I do this yet, so let's go. Ominous.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
What?
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
What's going on in here? This is a nice little apartment, honestly. Hi, Bucket. I'm home. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your Bucket. Press P to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
It's literally the companion cube. Press M to take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Where's the bucket? Oh, there he is. Back to work.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't talk to my bucket like that. Don't listen to the loud man. Press X for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Don't talk to my bucket that way. Press N to ignore anyone in your life except me.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
Oh.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine.
Hey, eyes off my bucket. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press H to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
Narrator, lay off.
More, what am I trying to say?
Lay off.
More capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press T to relive this same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Because it is. Press R to go home to work to home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. The bucket.
No!
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
Bucket.
Perhaps if I had the bucket,
No.
it would be less confusing.
My
Yes.
bucket.
The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Oh my fucking God. Lay off my bucket, narrator. He's mine. There are candles in a pan on the floor.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
Absolutely
Give it to
not.
Me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
Absolutely
I need it.
not.
Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
Oh my God. Go back to work, Stanley. Bucket, please don't cheat on me. What the fuck just happened? I'm stuck, let's go! Oh my God. Well, goddamn.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Do I pick up the bucket this time, yes or no? Marvin and Bucket together for life. It's, you know. That's actually funny because I have a shared playlist with Vesper and the playlist is titled Bucket and Buggy. I am Bucket. Okay, we're picking up Bucket.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
I want to
telling
see
him
more
that
endings.
The employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I don't know what to do
And here it
from
was.
here.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I also
Stanley
really
took
want to
the
show
wrong
you
step
the,
to go back to the meeting room.
like, the new content that came before.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
I'm gonna
Good,
do...
said the bucket.
Here, I'll
Now
jump off
ride
with the
lift
bucket.
all the way to
Whee!
the...
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Okay, I want to see Because I don't think from here, now that I've seen it, like the new content room, I don't think there's a way to get back to it from where I'm at in the game. Wait. Okay, Lilith, if you remember correctly, this is where I broke the game last time. Do you remember? Yep. Okay, so that was scripted. Got it. Well, now I want to see what happens if I do that again, but if I just go through the hallway like normal. Okay, so I'm gonna go get the bucket again. I'm gonna go jump off the cargo lift again.
All of his co-workers were
And then I'm
gone.
gonna
What
walk
could it mean? Stanley
through
decided to go to the meeting room.
like
Perhaps he
normal.
had simply missed a memo.
Give me that. Give me. Give it.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
Very lucky. Hey, get your eyes off my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind.
No, never
The
mind.
bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go
Just gonna
somewhere else. The cargo.
But Stanley feared that any path
Okay.
he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
So it's gonna load me back into the room. I'm gonna see the bucket in the hallway instead of the normal office. And then I'm just gonna walk through the hall without going back into my room and falling out of the map. And hopefully we'll see if that leads me somewhere new. No? It didn't? Wait, hold on. Am I wrong? Was that not supposed to happen? Hold on.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as
Wait,
soon as he found a new
how do I get
space he
that
could sleep
again?
in, that he would never leave it again.
Am I wrong? Is that a glitch? See, the thing about this game is I don't know what's a glitch and what is scripted and intentional, because of how just weird. Okay, I'm gonna try that one more
It takes
time.
a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
It might
and
be.
entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Yeah.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to
No, it could be random, but I want to see
And here it
just in
was. Had
case.
the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this bet? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Or here.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Shoo. Okay. I won't do that again
So
then.
the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the
Oh.
opposite door.
I don't remember what happens if you go down here with the bucket, so we're about to see. Anyways, yeah, that is really weird because it happened last time and it let me go back and forth through the room quite a few times actually before it like threw me out of the map.
Good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find...
Oh, it's this one! Hi.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet.
But I like
Because that's
Bucket.
what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you
I
want
love
another
my
story
bucket.
involving the adventure line?
No.
We could make the adventure line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Because...
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
The only man.
Now
Whee!
this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
So last time I did not give the bucket up and it just ended the world. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and give the bucket up this time and see what happens. Sorry, bucket.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable.
Okay.
True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I'll give up the bucket. I
Can you
suppose.
guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Goodbye, bucket. I'm sorry.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
I'm
I don't
trying.
know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
Come on.
Sure, I can
It's
hear
okay,
you
I'm
saying,
sorry.
how does a
The bucket is
character in the
scared.
personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What
Oh, it is
other
making my
object in this
computer
game
chug.
Can you even say that about? The broom closet?
The
Certainly
bucket?
not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want.
No,
Hurry and
it wasn't meant to be. I'm sorry, it just wasn't meant to be. I can't give it the bucket.
Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the
Goodbye,
moment in
new
time that
friend.
you were here, you were magnificent.
Poor narrator, he can't have anything nice. Good night. See you, space cowboy. I missed the hole. It was such a glorious hole. Whoa, wait, hold on. This is new. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. And there's the bucket over there, I think. But I don't want to break the game again, so I guess I'm just gonna... I want to explore this room, though. I want to see what's going on in here. Fine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
If I walk in, it'll drop me. Right? If I walk in, it'll drop me? Oh, well, I can't walk in, so I guess that's fine. Wait, my bucket. It's gone. He destroyed my bucket. He did exactly what he said he was gonna do, the bastard. Alright, fine. Wait, there are still balloons and stuff, but no bucket. So, what does that mean? This is new, I think. Where's my bucket, narrator?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
Wait, really? That's all he's gonna say this time? Not gonna ramble on and on about the... Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I'm going to the no bucket zone. Since you've taken my bucket from
Stanley
me.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm going to the no bucket zone.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not
Oh
your
no,
enemy,
I'm
really,
learn.
I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
No!
all this time. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control
I didn't mean to fall!
and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I didn't mean to. I was trying to go to the no bucket room. I didn't want to fall off.
All of
Fine.
his co-workers were gone.
Is my
What
bucket
could it
still
mean?
gone? No,
Stanley
bucket's
decided
here
to go
this
to the
time.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe... Okay, I'm still gonna go to the no bucket room because I want to see if that'll get me... give me any fun choices to make. Whee!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open...
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay. He really is just not enjoying it
But
anymore.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, y'all are all leaving me. That's fine.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'll see you around.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really?
Yep.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Nope.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. Absolutely not.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yup.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
More
Work
balls.
with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go
What
ahead,
if I...
Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What if I didn't take that option? What if I went this way? Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'm gonna say 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Let's go. Yeah. The leaderboard. I don't care for the leaderboard so much, though.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yes.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No, let's go.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he
Lord.
reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
I think I'm
the
going to
artwork
not.
will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
No.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies
Yes.
or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain?
Okay, let's go.
What do we have here? I
wanna play Minecraft.
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I want to play Minecraft. Let me play Minecraft. I feel like it'd be fine. Nope. Okay, fine. Never mind. Never mind. Not gonna speak. It'd be kind of funny, though, if he just had, like, a rotation of games that he threw in. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have me play Firewatch again. Yeah.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even
I
more.
won't out the window.
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
That was definitely the Minecraft door opening sound effect, though.
Oh no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that
That was so
thing.
close. I was so
A
close to
big,
the
open,
edge.
just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
I wonder if I can
Let's find another
slip through
game.
this little crack.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big,
Oh.
insurmountable walls.
Wah.
Okay, I think this will be just the
Hey,
thing.
I get to play with balls though. No, heaven help me. Oh. Balls.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
My computer will not run this game.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must.
For sure.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
We will run the bases and do a touchdown. Let's go. I want the ball to go in the goal. I don't think I ever did that last time. Hey, no, come back.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
More balls! Oh, my ear balls. Go! Go in the goal! I want to jump in. Bye-bye.
Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I want to get to... I don't want to fall out of here. I don't think there's anywhere else for me to go. Whee! Oh, I forgot about this place. Ew. I don't like it here. I forgot.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end. to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Sure.
The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I'm about to eat a candy bar live on stream. Give me that. Come here, candy bar. You're mine. I'm gonna open this candy bar. Let's go. Crunchy. Yes, delicious. Delicious candy bar.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, man. I don't know where to go from here. There's like definitely content that I haven't seen yet. It's a question of how to get to it. I didn't want to look anything up because I feel like it would take away from my experience if I did Googling. I think I've done everything there is to do with the bucket.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What else can I do with this bucket? Actually. I'm gonna go ahead
All of his co-workers were gone.
and
What could it mean?
not pick up the bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And I'm gonna do the cargo lift ending because I
Stanley
haven't.
came to a set of two. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay. He's tired of seeing this poor lounge.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, Stanley didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, Then pick up the phone.
I'm gonna unplug it first.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
Well,
I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
oh boy, here we go.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read.
Yeah.
Which choice would you make?
I'm
Remember that
gonna forget how
unlike
to
here,
read.
the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow
Okay.
the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crap."
No, what? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna eat a strawberry.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
At
Do
least.
you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh no. Where are we going? We're going. I don't like it. Hey, I don't like this. I'll go up here. Ay. Oy vey.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Understandable. Oh man. What if I still chose wrong?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
How would
That
Stanley?
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Wow. What a... What if I just went through it again? No, I guess I can't go that way.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe
Okay.
after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? Oh, I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No.
I have to.
Wouldn't it be funny if you just closed my game on Steam? Oh. Hi, portal?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground.
Sorry,
What,
my
did
finger
you think that would
slipped.
be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No,
That there's a
not
world
really.
outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to behave exactly as Stanley would.
Really?
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so... Yummy. Alright.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No! No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
How many
All
times
right.
will it make me?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How many times is it going to let me make the wrong choice?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
I feel like
Is
maybe
behave
it's not going to
exactly
work.
as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine, I'll do the door on my left. Something tells me it's not going to be fixed, though.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Really? Is it going to be the same? Whoa!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No detours, huh? Oh, they even took away the bathroom. They took away my bathroom privileges. Oh, this is different. That's different
Stepping
for
inside his
sure.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115? I don't think... Can I actually do that? Is there a way to actually do that?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
I...
He spoke it into the receiver.
Yeah.
Right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. I don't think I can actually... There's no way for the game to actually pick that up, though, I don't think.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yeah, I can't
You didn't
speak.
mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Fella? I'm not authorized to do that.
Fine, you're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right.
Yeah, I
You
did.
could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take one step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
No.
I need it. So, you hear me? Are you there? You listening to this, Stanley, there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
Oh,
You need time to decide.
sorry, Leroy.
Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Heart's been broke so many times, I don't even know what to believe. Where's it gonna throw us now? Back in the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'll go pick up the phone now, I guess.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
It's literally right there!
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
How?
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
How do I get to that? Okay. Hold on now. How do I get over there? It looks like it's a vent. I remember a vent somewhere in the game, but I don't remember how I got to it. Huh. Okay, well, that is something to look at for sure. I gotta figure out how to get to that.
This is it, Stanley.
For some reason,
I
feel like I need to go through here, but I don't think that's even possible.
Aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I'm stupid that I didn't see that sooner. I'll pick up the phone this time.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? They'd want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Press K on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Well, goddamn. Please press X.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing
Wait.
exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press Q.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press Y to watch TV.
And so he began to
No.
fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Q to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Oh, to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls, and down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable.
You to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Z to tell your wife, I love you.
But there is no answer.
Ah.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Press J to be at work in the morning. Okay. You know what, though? I quite like the letter J.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay, bye. Well, what a game. I like this game. What else can I possibly do to break this game? I want to get that last Stanley figure. And I don't really know how to do it, but I don't want to look it up. So I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to figure it out.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
I don't know if I need the bucket for this.
Ah, Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly need.
I do know for sure that picking up
Stanley
the
clutched
bucket
the bucket tightly to... This was not the correct way to
Kinda.
the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Can I make it over there somehow?
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the
Okay,
bucket,
let's see.
his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Huh, okay, so 2 and 4 says cannot. Okay. Cargo room. Cannot be collected in the same ending path. Walking off to the left of the cargo lift and carefully walking along some planks. Okay. So I was going the right way.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And
Huh.
if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
That was odd.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back
wait,
to
hold on.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm a little challenged. Oh, Lord. Just 1 second. No! I'm stupid. I'm stupid, I'm stupid, I'm dumb. Okay. Can I... Maybe... Oh, I'm... What am I doing? Okay. I'm back in. Sorry about that. I'm being a little slow.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, I see, I see, I see. Now I gotta be really careful because the movement in this game is so finicky, I might end up falling. Hello!
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly.
Stiggly Wiggly!
Moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Yay!
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Oh.
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
Yeah,
And
nice.
now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Alright, now that I found them all, I wonder what will happen. Why does pressing E make keyboard sounds? Okay, well. My achievement unlocked is you can't jump. I got an achievement. I don't know where it came from or why. Maybe it was me pressing E. Don't fall. Whew. Into the vent. Whee! I've entered the vent. Where's it going to take me? Oh, this is new. Where are we going?
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
What?
That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
Oh my
that it seemed the
God.
office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it
What?
seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
I did for a sec.
Slight explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording. It
I
was
wouldn't-
all just in Stanley's head.
Wouldn't be
I bet
surprised.
that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every
Gene.
time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Oh, wow, okay. I wonder what happens if I go there with the bucket. I'm gonna take the bucket with me and I'm gonna go there. Yep. Ah. Wait. Hello? There's not even any narration this time? Hold on. That's a little Hey. Hey. Hey.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figlets. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't
Yeah?
it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Yeah, it was kinda
Didn't it
neat.
fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Back to the
I
memory
would love
zone.
nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Okay, but you remember what happened last time we came here, right? I don't know about this, narrator. Okay. We can go see the figurines again. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. You really like these figurines, don't ya? Almost like I love my bucket. No, nothing this way, just downstairs. Okay. That's fine. Doesn't seem like there's anything on this podium anymore.
Here's where it all began. The
Yeah.
first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
There it
We were so
is.
innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Yeah. Well, I can pick it up, right? 7 out of 6. Oh, there's another one.
And here was a second Stanley.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
My third mini stand, I feel like was in the... It was in the bathroom, right? I feel like I found my third one in
That's
there.
exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one.
Yeah.
You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Yeah, third time's a charm. And then I can get the...
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
Wait, did we?
Well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember this room happening. Apple room. Yeah, this definitely wasn't a room we visited. I would know. It's all on camera. Where is this room even in the game anywhere? Like, why do I hear whispering? Oh yeah, and then this room. Found another figurine in here.
And this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly.
Yeah.
In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh yeah? No fucking way. Please. What's that in there? Oh my god, I can't. He really did that. You used to call me on your cell phone.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video.
That's
but
really
it was
good.
8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything
It
else.
was really good, narrator. I loved it. Hey, something about this I don't really like. What is happening here? Oh, I guess this is the last room that I... Oh, hi.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Yeah, because it just happened.
Because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Yeah, you got it.
Who can truly say how the mind works?
What if I fell?
All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
Now I have 12.
It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
What if I jump? Oh, I'm not allowed to. He won't let me fall off. And then... I'm in the present now, right? Is this the jump circle? I want to be... Whoa, this is weird.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
That was weird.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move
No.
on. Stop the loading screen.
Really?
Is there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards.
I
Do
have...
the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Narrator, I have 12 of them now. I have them. I can just show you my figurines if you want to see them, bud. But okay, I'll go backwards.
Okay, yes. This spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
He needs his fix. I feel like something just happened there and I didn't really catch it. Red and blue door. Right.
And here's where I made that video.
Yeah.
Don't you remember the video we watched?
I don't... God damn.
Yes, I love that video.
It's a good video. And then the pink room. That I...
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this.
Yeah, I don't know either.
A solid room.
This, like, definitely isn't where that one was found, but alright.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
What if I went that way, to the boss's office? Oh, there's nothing that way. But I did find one in there. I guess he just doesn't want to revisit that one particularly.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Yay! Wait, no. Wait. Yeah? Wait. Yes? Jump circle? Jump circle?
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything.
Forget I don't have
I dare
jumps.
say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Can you renew my
Look how much
jumps?
fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Don't take me to the skip button, though. I don't want to go through that again.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't matter which one I go through. And my office. Wait, I don't know why I sidestepped it.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yep, now I'm stuck here.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember
when.
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
I set the
I
time.
remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go.
I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own
Wait,
again.
no.
I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself.
What if I don't want to be
Stanley
alone?
anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Wait.
I did enjoy telling this story so very much. Okay, here we go.
Oh my
This
god.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what's gonna happen after this playthrough? I'm scared. Also, whatever happened to all those extra collectibles we picked up? The figurines. Is this it? Is this my last run? I don't know how to feel about this. I don't want to have found everything. I certainly haven't, but
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in?
okay, I gotta
How
make
is
this
that
count.
possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
I gotta make this one count. I wanna, you know what? If I'm going out, I wanna experience it with the bucket. So I'm gonna pick up the bucket just right after Bucket, this might be our last go around, buddy. Okay, it's just me and you.
Is Stanley without the bucket really Stanley at all?
Exactly.
No, surely not.
Okay, here we are.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Um,
and entered the door on his left.
I almost feel like I have to, right? Let me see what's in the meeting room. And if not, then we will just go to the bird ending, and that'll be one more. Is anything going on in here?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Wow.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Okay. To the boss's office, then. One more run in the blue room closet.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
What if I stayed here anyways, just to test you? Because I feel like you got something for me. You gotta have something for me, right? Come on. Last run. Last run, you gotta have something. Fine. I'll get out. If I go back in. Okay. That's okay. Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
No
upstairs
Stanley down
to
there,
the
is it?
boss's office.
Okay. I'll go. I'll go to the boss's office. Whoop. Wrong way. I'll go check out the bathroom again. What a nice bathroom. Got the feeling money's for stealing. Not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. Alright. Hi, pretty room with the panda. Hello, boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
The bucket was
Yes,
guiding me.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yep, okay. Now we gotta make a choice here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and... yeah, I'll just do the birds again. Silly birds. I feel like... Should I not have picked up the bucket? Why am I having so many last thoughts? Like, second thoughts and regrets and shit. This is a very silly game.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Alright. One more again.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
I'm about to eat
television
some hot
screens.
Cheetos.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Give me my hot Cheetos. Yummy. Let's go. Hold on. I'm gonna regret this. Yummy. Okay. On we go.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything will be fine, bucket.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed
Well,
the bucket
I never.
tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Silly birds!
Silly, silly birds.
Silly
The
birds!
control buttons became active again.
Flamingo! Penguin!
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another.
Humming!
And then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility.
No, I'm looking at a silly bird.
It was a facility for monitoring
Can I
and
see a
surveilling
shoebill stork?
silly birds all over the world.
Can I see a shoebill
The
stork?
mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket
No
known this
shoebill
all
stork,
along?
huh?
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Silly
Of all
birds.
the
I want to see the
possible
owls.
paths his life could have
Ow!
taken, this one was surely the best.
Look at the blue
And Stanley
guys.
was happy.
The best ending. The only ending that matters. Well, now what? Are you gonna retire me? I'm kind of scared. What's next? Crunchy. So, was that just kind of... What happened?
All of his co-workers were
Oh,
gone.
okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's different. That's different for sure, but okay. So that wasn't it? That wasn't our last run then, I guess? Was that not it? I mean, okay. I wonder. What happens if I take the bucket?
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Stanley
to...
clutched the bucket tightly. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee
Take the
lounge
bucket
was simply
to
the place to be.
the one place where...
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Let me up. Go down here. Whee! With the bucket. Maybe it's different. Wow! Oh, that's new.
Okay, this is day number 295. Take number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
Ooh.
Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
Is that Stanley talking?
Emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
Bro, I just dropped my Cheeto.
Still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
What is happening?
Caporata.
What? Okay, so I have a few questions. First question. What? And yeah, I think that's really it. That's all I really want to know is what? Okay. So this hallway is the one that broke my game the last 2 times. So this time, instead of walking back through my office and breaking my game again, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep going.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So yeah, no bucket. So what's going on? What's this all about?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Have I done everything? I feel like that can't be right.
Okay.
That definitely can't be right,
But
that
eager
I've done
to get
everything.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So down there, takes me to the mind control room early, then I start the confusion ending.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So what now? I feel like I've done it all. I know there's like more for me to find for sure, but like what else is there? Touch all the settings. I feel like if I touch all the settings, maybe something will happen. I just remembered Settings World Champion existed and oh god, I don't know what that does. Jump! Crouch control. Oh. Let me do crouch shift. Auto walk. I didn't know we could crouch this whole time. I didn't know you could crouch this whole time. I was just pressing the wrong button. I thought it was like shift or something, so I wasn't.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, so I think I've done at least where I can, like where I am at this very moment. I've done it all. Hold on. I'm gonna look up some endings and see. Cause I feel like I've definitely missed something. Um. Hmm. Heaven ending? The what? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. I think I haven't seen that. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Oh. Sorry, I am just straight up eating hot Cheetos on stream. Oh, hold on. We're gonna window this real quick so I can fix something in OBS. Because nope, that's Steam. Because where's OBS? I'm not gonna do this in time. I want to be big. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Step aside. No! Window. I need to. I'm playing now. Get out of here, Marvin. Get. Shh. No! Stop. Marvin, get out of my way. Stop it! No! Let me fix this, please. No! I want to move him. Oh, I forgot he's the whole screen. He's out of the way. Get out of here. He's peeping. You know what? I think I fixed it as much as I'm going to. Okay. Since it doesn't want me to window the game, first of all, let me grab a hot Cheeto. This is gonna be a minute. Yummy. Ow! Ah! time's up now, because certainly this is not a good auditory experience. Oh yeah. Perfect. Wonderful. I'm sorry, is that just an empty Walmart bag? Yes. Ugh. Okay. I'll get back to the game, I promise. My turn. I think... Okay. Walk. Was to walk, I assume, and then to interact with things, you just click. Oh, E is also an optional interact button. I literally saw that. And then I can... Whoa!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I am going to... Cannot go into 426. I think I'm going to take the bucket, I guess?
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
Is this even possible with the bucket?
Stanley
We'll find
clutched
out.
the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Whee!
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase,
Go up.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Up, up, up. Uh-oh. See, what I want to do...
Stepping in,
Yeah, see? Okay, I did it. Bye, narrator. I'm not playing anymore. Yeah, I locked out. That's okay. Let's go back downstairs then. What if I went down? Like down, down. Ugh. Okay, so nothing here. Oh, the frame rate is great right now. No! Let me up the stairs! I'm trying so best. Is a broom closet open? Yeah, nothing. Wow. He's gone! I'm lonely. So... Okay. What if I went through this door? No. No, it's closed now. Not allowed. What is... Can I put the button or the bucket back? No. Beep. Boop. That's new. Hey. That door wasn't open before. Yeah, Whoa, what just happened? You are now? You are now leaving. What? Oh, is that just like the way out? Escape pod, floor 7. What? What's going on? Um. Okay, so I gotta go up to 760, I guess. What? Oh, I gotta walk up so many stairs. I don't like it. Alright. We going up. Wait, does this say the same numbers in the room? I saw 432. It's 430. Yeah, it's the same room. Oh my god. Let me out of here. Oh! Escape pod! Lunch bay! Another. Hey, is my bucket still here? Okay. Whew, thank god. Oh, I thought that was eyeballs. That's the escape pod? Up! What's happening? Shh. Oh, the music's gonna make me cry. What the heck? Am I sending my bucket away? Or are we leaving together? Come on, let's go together. No, let's go together! No! No! Bucket! Goodbye! So now I'm stuck here without my bucket? Oh. Wow! Uh. I'm not crying, I swear. It's the hot Cheetos. It was the hot Cheetos. Oh my goodness. Bucket is gone. What do I do with it? Okay. Hold on. Putting this on pause just real quick. Because there's something to do with. Countdown. Okay. That's right door. Now, see, what do I do about. Huh. Four, 2, 6. So I can get an ending by leaving this room and just going to 426, I guess? Or I can get an ending by, like... So there's no bucket anymore.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I got rid of the bucket, I think, on accident. I permanently got rid of it. So 426. Is the bucket now gone because I released it? Did I? Maybe if I just do what I did, but again, without the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm scared. What if I never get the bucket again?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No! So, what I did was I just walked in enough to trigger the doors closing and then walked out.
Stepping in.
Yeah, there we go. And now I just go back. I gotta do all the stairs again. That's fine. I'll do the stairs again. Whee! And Mans is just gone. It was fine. I didn't like him telling me what to do anyways. This is scary. This is a scary game. Okay, gotta go all the way back up. Oh, I didn't realize how far down that goes. Going up. It's a stair walk-in simulator. This time I go. I'm gonna go join my bucket. I wonder if it'll be different because now the bucket is out too. Let's go. Oh, wait. Why did it... Hello? Wait, do I not get to escape? Is there no fun cutscene for me? Hello? Wait, don't restart me. It took a long time to get up there. No! How dare you? Fuck it, I'm staying in my room.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
Yes.
No.
Below my pay
This
grade.
couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
Maybe it's just me.
I
I
will
thought
be
that mug said I hate the gays.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
I wonder. Huh. Mind me? There's so many things to do in this. Skip button ending. Sequel. Huh. Okay, that's interesting, and I want to see something real quick. Okay, first of
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he... Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket.
I want to
It
see.
was. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
I want to go out of the. Gimme. I want to get out. There we go. There we go. Take the bucket out with me. What happens?
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
Oh!
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, Out here in the white void we are alone. Now, and for the first time I can reveal to you my true self.
Hi,
The
Bucket!
bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway,
Good Lord.
meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception.
Oh.
This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
Furrowed its brow.
No, said the bucket. Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in fascinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his
what?
vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket!
What
This
is
is so
going
stupid!
on?
Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed,
Oh.
the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold,
What?
its fangs glistening like...
What?
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us
What?
from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise,
No.
you would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power.
No.
Speechless.
No.
Demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
What? What the What? What? I just killed the bucket. Is the bucket not gonna come back now? I wonder.
A
I wonder if
soft
the
wind
bucket will be
blew
gone.
outside, and perhaps rain started. And if it did,
No.
it stopped shortly after.
It's right there.
Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
I want to see something. I want to try something. Since it was like talking to us before I even opened the game, I want to reopen the game and see what's going on. Oh! Wait. Was that there before? Hold on. I gotta go back in the stream because I don't remember seeing that. No, it wasn't there before. This is... Do we want to get into this now? I'm a little... Ooh. I'm intrigued. I want to, but I think I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for later. We're going to do this again later. And I'm going to figure out what epilogue is all about. For now, I think it's probably a good idea to go ahead and give it a break. Sorry, Stanley Parable. This is a good game. I enjoy this game. Let me put little Marvin back where he belongs and get me out of here. Oop, I'm gonna... There we go. I'll just nestle myself right there. And shh, I'm not here. You don't see me anymore. Let me put Marvin back. Alright. Boom. Setup restored. I'm gonna go ahead and peace out for now. That was a 3-hour live stream like you do. Yeah. We'll see what the epilogue is all about later.